There, everybody. So we are currently just north of Kentland, Indiana, and probably going to go farther west than here. It's about 6:38 local time. We're in Central Standard Time, the Central Daylight Time. I'm sorry, the preferred time zone for all things ever. But so there's storms well off to the west. Storms up in Wisconsin. We're in the conditional threat for today. I haven't really been. I mean, I've been watching radar a little bit. I haven't really been able to look at surface observations. Um, but as you can see, there are some clouds around here. They're not really growing, going up. So, uh, no imminent threat of anything interesting at this time. But if you'll note to the right as we pass it, there's a American flag on that pole. It's just absolutely whipping from due south. I probably passed it too quick, but the wind's just ripping out of the south real good. When I was coming east or heading west on that road I was on after I got off the interstate there, I mean, it, pretty much the whole way, it was just dust. Not super thick, but not too bad. But anyway, yeah, we're chasing the conditional threat for today. I got off work around 2 and got on the road somewhere around 3 out of Cincinnati. And that definitely prevented me from getting up to Wisconsin. And that's unfortunate for me because I do want to chase up there somewhat. You have to be really selective of where to chase up there because it's pretty much all trees and hills and stuff like that. So for chasing, it's not the best area, but that's okay. But there's a lot of chasers up there right now doing their thing, which is cool. Uh, but yeah, so we're just really going to be sitting, waiting for storms to come. I'll probably keep going a little farther west than this. I think there's storms coming into the I-39 corridor right now. I know I saw a pretty good storm around Springfield, Illinois. Some heading up towards Peoria, Bloomington, that way. As you can see, Chirac is 73 miles away. Um, Not going to go into Chicago. That's definitely not going to happen. Um, and apparently there is a Beyonce concert up there tonight. And I guess they're delaying it for a bit because of the weather coming through. So hopefully everybody stays safe up there. But yeah, right now we're just riding, trying to get into somewhat position, keeping an eye on everything as it moves from west to east, or southwest to northeast, roughly. So yeah, well, welcome to the show. Come along for the ride, and we'll see what we can't get into tonight. Yeah, I am going to be chasing tomorrow. I may be chasing Saturday. I'm actually chasing pretty much all the way till Monday, the Monday threat out in the plains, and then go home Tuesday and be back at work Wednesday. So this is my mini chasecation with very little planning, and all puns intended. I'm just going to go where the wind takes me. But yeah, tomorrow looks insane. Actually, it's a moderate now for tomorrow. They dropped the moderate a little bit earlier, if I remember seeing right. Kind of sucks. It's split in the Ohio River. Not a bunch of great chaseable terrain down there, but I think there's enough. I'll go down there and definitely do that. Uh, we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, not just the moderate that has a risk for things. The enhanced goes all the way back to Cincinnati, the enhanced portion of it. So that's something I'll definitely have to keep an eye on. Because if it approaches the castle, well, I got to go pull up the drawbridge. Pardon me. Um, yeah, no, I don't do Chicago because I grew up outside Milwaukee, and everything Chicago is the devil. So yeah, let's not do Chirac. I do like deep dish pizza, Chicago deep dish pizza. That's one thing I will definitely take from the Windy City. So yeah, we're just heading north here on US 41. We're approaching the town of Morocco, Indiana. The Illinois border is just to my west. Probably go up to the next uh, major road west and take a left up there. So that'll be in a bit. You can Alt F4. And I want you to back out. So yeah, probably get up towards Lake Village and then head west. And that'll put us in the direction of Bourbonnais and Kankakee. Yes, yes, buck the fears. Uh, I am always screaming that. Um, Go Pack, go! Go Pack, go! A big heartbreak about not making it to Wisconsin today is not being able to pick up something called Spotted Cow. That is a phenomenal beverage of the adult variety. And yeah, I wish I could have gotten up there to pick some up and some cheese curds, some proper cheese curds, and some Kringle, which is kind of like a Danish, really good. It's really good. Um, every time I go up to Wisconsin, I pick up quite a bit of all of those items and bring them back to Cincinnati. So yeah, we're just riding right now. Uh, yeah, it's rare setup today. Usually, Wisconsin doesn't get a setup like this. It's very rare. There were some tornadoes up there earlier. I haven't really been paying attention to uh, like Ryan Hall or any of those guys for a little bit here today. Just been kind of listening to music and enjoying the sceneries. No, Mitch, I did not stop at the track and watch the practice of the open wheeled motor carriages. It's a little busy, buddy. Sounds good, Liam. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. We are cruising. Do. What we got here? 50% decline, 90. All right. Storm's right over Lincoln. Looks like they're all kind of congealing. A couple blips up by Joliet. Tornado warning up at Fond du Lac. It's going to stay south of Lake Winnebago, it looks like. Head towards the Kiel area. Probably. And warning for Stevens Point, and tornado warning just east of Wausau, heading up towards Antigo. That's really weird. Let's see. Joliet. Storm's getting through just past Waukegan. Another little bit convecting south of that near Lake Forest, so that North Chicago. So that's just east of it's on over Lake Michigan, but that would be just east of Great Lakes Naval Station. So all the booters can stop crying about the weather up there. I do now have my retired ID, so if I run into a base, I can access those again. Probably would cut the video on the stream, of course, for OPSEC, operational security. But yeah, I mean, I can at least go back on military bases. So if I'm in a path of a tornado, I can always use that to get out of the way. Tomorrow, big Navy base in the threat zone, Crane Naval Station. It's like south central Indiana. Absolutely terrible terrain to chase down that way. But that's where the storms be, so that's where I be tomorrow, down that way. I'd like to try to probably head out towards northeast Arkansas, southeast Missouri to start the day, and then track everything. It's basically, honestly, I could probably hop on 64 and just stay within a few miles of that all day and be in play for quite a few good storms. So, but yeah, just not great terrain. Oh well. I'm trying to see. Got some little poofy guys up here, but they're really not doing anything. Could still be capped down here. Again, I haven't looked at surface observations or anything like that recently. So I don't really 1,000,000% know what's going on up above me. Once I stop here, probably when I get up towards this Lake Village town, I'll probably do some poking around on the interwebs and see what's going on. There's some roadkill. Oh, nice little swampy area. I like it. I like it. Maybe that's why this next town up north is called Lake Village. Kankakee Sands. Slowly moving offshore, but the storm north of Waukegan, Illinois, definitely has a pronounced bend to it. Not a hook, but it's definitely got some curves to it. But yeah, watching these storms. Might be some convection northwest of Morris. I hope it has. I mean, like I said, if nothing happens where I'm at, it's not going to be a shock. This was the conditional zone, but I think it's the best region for discrete situations. Um, very, very decent terrain, I would say, around this way. Um, so that's why I'm targeting this area. Um, uh, Especially with having the time constraints with work today. I mean, shoot, I still got oil and stuff on me from work. I mean, I literally got home, threw on some shorts and a t-shirt, and my Crocs, and hopped in the truck and hammered down west. I mean, that is no lie. I, I seriously still have oil and stuff on me from work. Oh man, there's the fuzz. Got the fuzz up ahead. I don't know what the speed limit is. We'll just drop it to 60, 55, something like that. If somebody can get going in 4808 Cape, that's very worrisome. I know a million people have been saying that the last damn near week, but I mean that's just the case. I mean, Cape is basically storm juice. It's the diesel of the clouds, and the more of it there is, hey, something can get going down here. It'd be worrisome. It really would. All right, so we're about to hit this east-west. I mean, there's something popping behind it, but looks like the main line's gotten through Menominee Falls. That's actually where I grew up when I lived in Wisconsin, from 94 to 04. Right there, Menominee Falls, southern Menominee Falls. Great place to grow up. Great place to have a family. I mean, man, I just love Wisconsin. There's always something going on. The people are just the nicest dang people you ever met. I swear to Pete, time moves slower up there. I mean, plus, Monday Night Football, primetime football starts at 7 and not 8. So you don't feel like crap the next day trying to watch your team on the primetime footballs. So I'm just saying Central Time Zone is the best for that. Just is. Just is. 7, probably been home from work, had dinner, hung out with the family a little bit. And then you got, about 10 o'clock, 10:30, the game's over, and you go to bed. It's perfect. Yeah, I could see it. I could see nocturnal for sure. Um, Sun's starting to go down a little bit. Jet's probably picking up as we speak. Low level jet. Might be what it takes. Let's see. I mean, there's definitely stuff firing through Illinois. I meant to turn back there. I don't have the map up, but I don't have any destination marked, so I missed my turn like a dumb. just crack open a Celsius. Delicious. Nutritious. I drink way too many. I consume all the caffeines. Oh man. Springfield, 2 semis blown over as of a few minutes ago. One of the people hath commented. Terry Flory. Dang. Yeah. Hail is definitely high. That's what I'm always going to try to avoid, like the plague. I don't have any of the fancy cages or anything like that. I just got a Ford F-150, and what the good Lord gave it when it came off the production line. So, all right, so we'll be crossing into Illinois here in a minute. Apparently, we need to watch out for low-flying planes. Oh yeah, nice tiny little airport. It's cute. Yeah, I'd say the parameters are there for that level of tornado. EF2, EF3 plus. I mean, goodness, I hope if something that big does drop somewhere that it's just, as much as it would suck for a farmer's field to get tore up, I'd rather it be there than in a town or a city or, something like that. So, it's definitely the lesser of all the evils is something like that. I mean, every one of these little towns I go through is just like, man, you can just see that possibility. It's kind of sad to think that way, but it'd be what it be. What's this guy doing? Oversized load. Yes, there is. Woo. What the hell is that? I don't know what that was. It was big. Getting a little thicker on the clouds here, but we'll see. We got 87 degrees right now. Feels 87 for sure. Heck, there were 90s. I saw 90s on the thermometer coming up. It's getting a little darker. But there's nothing now. Thank you, Miss Gail. I promise I'll be careful. I appreciate it. Only got some good dust coming up across the road here. It's definitely whipping. Yeah, it's just getting ripped off the field over there. There's not even a piece of equipment doing it. I'm headed towards Kankakee right now. I like that spot. I was looking at Sitka, but I wanted to pop a little bit north. Keep basically split Chicago and Champaign, kind of. Um, Interstate nearby, north south, so can range that way pretty good. So yeah, heading towards Kankakee, Brabant. I'm gonna probably hang out there for a bit, see what happens, see what starts trying to do things, do some weird stuff, and go after whatever that could be. Is that? I can't quite tell. I'm gonna have to think about putting my dang glasses on soon. We're starting to get buggy. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to get wiper fluid when I get gas next. Oh, yeah, that didn't help at all. Just smeared it around a little bit. I don't agree with having a look. I love fire. I love fire, but out here today, day like today, it's not a day I'd have a fire. And yeah, too much wind for that. Then again, it ain't dried out it ain't dried out too bad out here, so get away with it. I think we're coming up on the town of Moments, something like that. The hell was that? Probably a rock or something. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see that. Guy got truck trailer in front of me got a little skewed. Yeah, I saw the big sales towards Bloomington. Uh, it's actually where I met my wife, and we lived there for a few years. Right at when we met and after we got married. Uh, Not a bad little town. Not a bad place to live if you do have to live in Illinois. So yeah, I make a lot of jokes about Illinois. Illinois, really, it's just the Chicago area that kind of ruins the entirety of the rest of the state, financially, politically. Um, you know, Chicago kind of dictates what happens to the whole state. Um, which hey, that is what it is. Um, I may not agree with it, but hey, that's how it is. So all right, I'm gonna hang a left up here, and then soon after a right, and that'll put us heading right into the east side of Kankakee. Moments. Welcome to Moments. I've never been here before. Looks like every other small town in Illinois. Yeah. So your state route sign. $14. Take a left. Oh, sure. That's what we're gonna do. Oh my goodness. All right. Just pop here real quick. Oh, cancel that. Oh man. All right. Start. All right. Do 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 do. Sorry, the laptop went a sliding there. Yeah. As much as my heart would have loved it, the Wisconsin threat was just not on the table today. Um, if I was off work, like if I took off like today all day, yeah, I would have been up in Wisconsin. But no, I couldn't do that. So playing the conditional threat, which I think probably has a higher ceiling, if it can harness the atmosphere. Uh, I'm guessing. You go ahead. That's a nice body of waters. I like it. That is absolutely stunning in front. Not a bad picture for a GoPro. You got 12 miles to Kankakee. Oh, Chevy boy. Okay, Chevy boy. Let's see. Finally keep checking the radar. What's this? Those. Nah. Nothing. That's nothing. Let's see. The thing I worry about is what's firing off to the west of me. It's staying separated from each other. Because that segment between, well, that's really going down to St. Louis. They're all kind of packing close to each other, but I think they're all semi-discreet still. Maybe not the stuff around Bloomington. That looks a little more congealed, but I could be wrong. Just a quick look at the radar. Those Pontiac storms, those are definitely the ones I'm keeping my eye on right now, as that will track just north of Kankakee. So we'll see what they can do. But yeah, I seriously worry if anything can get going in this environment. Yeah, that was about a year ago at this point, Liam. That damn near, I think the 28th would make it a year because that was Memorial Day weekend last year. And that was, well, shoot, that was a long day, a long weekend with tornadoes happening after everybody wanted to leave the area. I think it was Claremore. When Claremore got hit, I was actually probably 15, 20 miles north of Claremore. I went back to town. It was a little beat up, but not too terrible. That sunbeam coming down through the clouds is freaking sweet. Yeah, so yeah, that was an EF3 for Claremore. The town itself, I mean, it was messed up, but there could have been worse damage out around. I was definitely in the wrong, well, precip wise, the wrong side of that because that was one of the most hellacious storms I had ever driven through in my life. That was actually kind of scary being there on I think that's 40 or 44 or something like that. All right, let's keep an eye out. See what these are gonna do. Yeah, I think these next few days are going to be very crazy. It's like May's sitting there for a bit saying, "I'm lay tired. I'm going to take a nap." May, she's awake now. She's awake now. I mean, holy cow! Nothing but big weather here for a good stretch. A good stretch at this point. 7 miles from Kankakee. Do 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 do. Happy birthday. Welcome to the 30-30 Club, man. It sucks. According to my wife, 30 is when you start dying. So I'm 3 years into my dying days, apparently. 90%. Yeah. Northern Indiana, Southern Michigan. Yeah, I can definitely see that 100%. Um, really? Okay, bud. Get here to Kankakee and reassess everything. Um, 50. So I'll have 57 right here. That can take me. Definitely some more cloud action over to the right than I've seen. More definition. I mean, off to the left, too. A little hard to see. I guess this, I don't know, it's like a wide view kind of thing. God, man, that air feels. Man, that air is very warm. You can definitely feel moisture in it. especially compared to sitting in an air conditioned truck for the last few hours. Why are we tiptoeing through the tulips? Okay, there we go. Got our act back together. There's 57 up ahead, the bridge for it. So hit that gas station over to the right here in a minute. Gas up, wiper fluid up, all that good stuff. All right, let's see. Having some bruiser storms out there. All right, I'm going to put y'all on mute just in case there's music here because I don't want any copyright stuff. I shall return. Uh, can you all see and hear me again? Oh no, that was weird. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put my windshield wiper fluid in so I can clean the windshield and y'all can see what the heck's going on. That is warm up. All right, let's get the phone plugged back in. Oh man, tornado warning for Decatur. Dang. So yeah, radar indicated tornado warning for the west and north side of Decatur, Illinois, which is where I used to be stationed. Um, yeah, I can see it. Okay. Oh, So let me grab my. There they are, my glasses. Getting a little dark out. Throw these on so I can see what I'm doing. Storms are definitely approaching. I don't want that. Let's see weather-wise. All right. I think some westward movement is called for right now. Get to the other side of the interstate and start watching these cells come in. Get out in the country and yeah, let's not go to that. This storm is talking. There is a lot of lightning actually up in the clouds. Oh, now you can see that there was lightning, I think. I'm trying to get west of Kankakee first. And then I'll probably jog a little south. I'm looking at the storm. Oh gosh, where am I? That's me, right? Yeah. I'm looking at the storm that's near Essex right now. I'm pretty much due east of it. So as it moves up, I should stay just outside of it. We'll see what it wants to do, but you know, if wow, it's 86 degrees here. I mean, it's primed, man. I mean, everything's just primed right now. And that storm's still a distance. Still a good ways away right now. But I think possibly the cell just south of it, I think those are going to interact. I really do. We'll see. Definitely think we're going to have a cell merger here. I guess we'll see what goes on from there. Thanks, Dave. Certainly try to be safe. Thing's scud bomb right now. I think that's very favorable. Oh, hello. Thunderman. Brandon Road. Dang. So we are just west of Kankakee, right before the town of Limestone. We're going to kick back west here, back toward Kankakee. Lots of scud. I mean, radar's not showing much of anything at this moment, so we're just kind of out here poking around, seeing if something wants to start shaping up, and then try to get in position for that. Definitely watching this cell merger, and I want to see the south side of the cell coming up from the south, because that's going to approach 57 pretty quickly. Problem I'm seeing right now is, yeah, we can't confirm the cap's gone, but I think it's two gone. Because it's kind of getting a little messy. Everything's kind of congealing, becoming a big blob, which definitely hurts. Definitely doesn't do favors for kind of storms I want to get on today. But, I mean, overall, it's probably a plus for the local folk, which, you know, it's more important that these people don't get their stuff messed up than anything else. Still looking behind. Just scuds. Lots of scud right now. Yeah, at Central Illinois, I could have just stayed on 74. Maybe the cap held a little bit better down that way. It's just the 2. Radar indicated. There at Decatur. Can definitely see. Man. I don't know. There is an area of interest in this storm on velocity, trash cannon-ish in the road. Continue the severe on this one, which I would agree with. So we'll take 113. Hey-o. All right, so yeah, we're in downtown Kankakee. I'm trying to get east. Poke back out in front of the precip. I don't know if I'll be able to. Freaking overcommitted west. It says 74, but man, I tell you what, it feels hot as hell outside. And just absolutely primed still. Once we get past 57, I'll be able to open the taps a little bit. What the devil? All right, let's see. Just past 57. Wow. You're cool, dude. I don't know if we can punch out this. Gonna head back towards Moments. Starting to be able to see a little bit more behinds.
On Interstate 294, we do have a little bit of
So I'm going to keep headed east here on 17. South side of this looks like it's trying to clear out a little bit. Maybe trying to consolidate itself. So we'll stay with it, but you know, this is the storm I'm on, so this is the storm we're going to chase. Rain's lighting up a little bit, which I appreciate. We're actually going to go south up here. Get a little bit more out of this precip. Try to keep an eye. There's definite cloud features behind. Oh, where's this turn? Is this it? No, it's a little farther up. Okay. I mean 7. I meant 1. I know better than that. We're going to head south towards St. Anne and keep an eye on everything. This way, I can actually see the storm. So that's important. can't see it, you can't chase it, right? Low light mode is kicking right now. Look at that. Look at that definition. That is great. Let's see. Maybe a lowering Foreman. Maybe. Back to the west. I don't think this. Yeah. So definitely going to keep an eye on that. Definitely have a much greater improved visibility where I'm at now. So I like that. Oh, next town up ahead is Whitechurch, something of that nature. But I might try to find a way to poke back west and look up towards Kankakee. I'm just not getting any roads marked on my map. There's one up here. All right, cool. There's east-west right here. Gonna pop onto it. One's still kicking. Still says 74. And yeah, there's no temperature drop. That's kind of what I was talking about way back there. These fields just had fertilizer put on them. You can smell it. We're gonna put a stop to it right here for now. There's that. And let's get this. Let me get my radar pulled back up so I can see. Definitely an area of convergence coming just south of Kankakee. Not, I mean, that's what it looks like. Oh. Oh, shit. Come on. I am back. All right, we'll reposition a little farther east. That looks so nasty. All right, there we go. Okay. Let's get back to the radar. I need it. So we're heading it back up to 17. We'll jog east. Slowly transitioning into lightning and power flash territory. We'll keep heading towards Moments.
about that kind of stuff. Whenever you're that close to a tornado or a storm, yeah, this is just really strong.
Like to see a new skin. Yeah. Ugly. Looks like it's splitting apart to me. Definitely a little colder. Heavy wind from the west. go. So I'm saying this thing's getting away, honestly. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It is definitely in the cold here. Let's see. So let's get a new scan. Our cell's just literally a blob right now. Literally a blob. But I know out in front of it, it's warm. So I am just east of Moments. This might be done. This might be done. Still a good storm. Still got hail on it, but I mean, I don't know. want to do. Yep, there it is. Turn down the brightness of my stuff. I mean, anything interesting is going to be off to our left, right where that last lightning flash was. But I don't have a huge amount of faith in it at this very moment. All right, we're back up to 72. Let's feel. All right, so yeah, there's definitely warmer than it was a minute ago. Moisture. I don't know if it's a break off from the cell to the north or not, but there's a cell a little bit north and west behind me. Let's see what that wants to do. If it's just it breaking off the way it is, I think it's just going to die out. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert in any of this stuff. I just love weather. That's why I'm out here. That's why I'm doing this stuff. I also love driving. Nothing behind me. That worries me, which is nice. I'll have to get over to 41, and then I'll probably go north on 41, I'm thinking. That way it at least keeps this thing in frame. We're in a little bit of trees now, so we're obscured from that cell to the north. Apparently, 0Z HRRR for tomorrow is intense, according to Southwest Ohio Weather Freak. If you live in the Southwest Ohio area, including northern Kentucky and southeastern Indiana, I would highly suggest seeking out the Southwest Ohio Weather Freak to stay ahead of the storms as they approach the tri-state area. Tonight, I do not predict much craziness. There could be some storms after midnight. That could be slightly severe. I don't see much of a tornado risk with them. That the environment will have calmed down greatly by that time from what it could have been. So that's the nice thing for back home. But yeah, if you're interested in weather around the Cincinnati area, follow the Southwest Ohio Weather Freak. He's not paying me to say it. He's just a good dude, so I'm going to promote him. I haven't made a single penny storm chasing yet. So if you notice, I don't ask for the donations. Yeah, not my prerogative being out here. While it would be nice to recoup some funds, I'm not out here to make a ton of money. I'm out here because I love this shit. Well, now that cell is actually that bit's kind of exploded a little bit. I am in Deanna, and that's gonna. Rapids, that's not me. So everything's north of my road that I'm on. Should have US 41 coming up here soon. We'll hang a left and head north, and we'll stair step our way east and north until I really feel that this storm's just not gonna do the craziness. Heard some good weathers went through the Chicago area. Hopefully everybody out there is okay. Some big wind for sure. this 41 coming up? Please tell me it is. LaSalle Fish and Wildlife. I'll throw my rights on. And this thing still looks menacing, don't get me wrong. But back up to 76, so we still got some, oh yeah, we still got good fuel out here. Let's see what this thing wants to do. We're in clear air where I'm at. How far south of it am I? A little dot keeps. All right, so we're about to get to 41. It's probably going to be the Lake Village area. Got some emergency vehicles up ahead for some reason. Oh no. And there's a lot going on up ahead.
It's coming in hot.
Let's get. Oh, hey there. Hey there, Rob. Oh, Dayton, Ohio. Yeah. It's pretty close to the home for me. All right. So we're going to pop up this way. Laptop's trying to tilt. Let's not do that. Pitch black over there. Let's see. Velocities. Velocities don't tickle me to death, but this is the game we're on. So we're going to play it. Some trees. My next is good. Actually, my next guess is going to be up to Schneider. I'm not that far away from this, actually. To 41st Avenue. Six. And it looks like this little bit back here is trying to merge the way it looks to me. That's not the route I want to use. Still 41 for now. go into the town of Lowell. So I'm going to be looking for what road? What's this road called? SR State Route 2. I'm going to be looking for State Route 2 for my east move. Yeah, we're just going to have to see the way the wind works here. 72, so this is getting back into the colder side. Maybe a little hail in this guy. Let's do a little light. I think this is 2 up ahead. Turn. Okay. I do a lot of talking to myself doing this. I know. Michigan's got the strongest storms right now. Don't want to miss it. I'll be pointing at the backside of the storm. All right, yep. Belshaw. Oh, that's not turn lane, is it? No. Yeah, it is.
That'll likely expire before that gets over to Petersburg or Waytown. Now, in extreme northwestern Indiana, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Valparaiso. That's got to come through. But yeah, these storms are kind of losing their steam, and hopefully that continues to be the case. We don't have to worry too much about South Bend or Plymouth later, but we're still under a tornado watch, so we're still being hyper vigilant. Our strongest storms by far over here in Michigan, there's not.
This is the rare northeast road of all directions, because that's the way the storms is moving. Well, this one, I mean, man, definitely misjudged the speed of these things. This thing did kind of get away from me. But we can see the base. So I got that going for me. Just depending on the way the lightning strikes. Get a little bit of the base on this guy. Yeah, there's just nothing. I like the weather-wise that, but I wish I could click on it. Well, maybe I can. 70 mile per hour. Yeah. Okay. Exit. Extended out the severe on this one. Okay. Let's see what this thing's doing. So right now, in my opinion, it looks like the conditional threat. There's definitely a good reason for it to be conditional. I thought there was, but I figured this would be the best play for me, given my constraints today. Who knows what tomorrow brings, but I'm not fully done yet. Plus, I'm going to have to drive home after this. Which isn't too hateful, to be honest, for once. Yeah, this thing looks like it's becoming just a wind situation. Drop the window, temperature check. Yeah, I mean, I'm behind it, so. Stop. Go. Let's see. I mean, I'm sure when I go back and look at surface observations for the night, that's going to pretty much paint the tale of today for this area, but it's all good. It's all good. At least you get to see some flashy boys. we're going to hook on to Route 2 here momentarily. Well, actually, not momentarily. But 2 is just to my north. This was like a little odd road I saw. Just to kind of keep up with storm motion. Oh, that thing's just pooping its pants right now. Absolutely pooing itself. Let's slow her down here. Definitely a good breeze came through here. Little baby sticks on the ground. Stop sign. Tree debris, nothing big. So it got a little breezy here for sure. Oh, that's a bigger branch right there. PDS bigger branch. Oh, heck. Just to see. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got no more. Yeah, my hope is gone. Abandon hope, all ye who enter Indiana today. For danger noodles and such. So I'm going to make my way back to 65 and probably start heading back towards the Cincinnati area and get ready for what's hopefully a bigger day tomorrow. Would like to get an intercept in. Go consult with some of my buddies on some of the modeling and things like that. But I'm definitely going to be looking out towards St. Louis area or south of St. Louis, definitely across southern Illinois. I like chasing out that way. Just a little bit of familiarity with the area, a little bit of some southern parts of Indiana where it gets opened up, areas that I've driven through. I like chasing those just because. Which is really cool, actually. That's one of my favorite things about the chasing. All right, nobody's coming. That's a nice field. It is clearly barren, so that's probably the field where I have my fucks. Whoever you one person are watching, you better laugh at that. I mean, the way this is going, they're probably going to drop the severe warning on it soon. I mean, yeah, it keeps tripping up, which is absolutely. I don't have much to work. Did is probably going to hit, and that's a populated area, and we drove through town. That would have been a really bad situation for those people. So I'm glad it didn't do anything. I'm not going to be sad about a bust or anything like that. At least vocal about it. After Iowa, Minnesota, I got down pretty good. I was actually had some thoughts of saying like I'm never doing this shit again. So, but goes. Sometimes just like hunting or fishing, sometimes you just don't see a damn thing. Just don't catch or shoot a damn thing. So, that's something I got to keep in mind with all this. How that everything's pooping out. The WeatherWise app is also pooping out. So I'm going to pull over quickly. Right, Schmear. Let it load quickly. Or not. Okay, there's... The hell, I'm in good service, aren't I? Oh, yeah.
Lake County, Michigan is now under a considerable severe thunderstorm.
Yep, 100%. That is outright, unadulterated trash. Absolute trash. So, for the chasing portion of the stream, we are calling it. Now it's going to be a little bit, I'll probably keep it up a little bit. Traveling home. Hopping here, South 65. Go Cardinals, fuck the Cubs. Oh, that connection. Okay. All right. Sorry, boot that. Guess I had a little patch of unstable signals. And so those who are watching don't know. A lot of guys have Starlink, which I think that stuff's pretty cool. Starlink's neat, all that. A couple guys have ISP tech. It's a self-service provider, switches between. It's cool stuff. I use an AT&T hotspot in my pickup truck. My truck came with a Wi-Fi, I guess, because it's a 2022. That's what I use to run the stream and everything I got up here. That's what I'm using is the Wi-Fi in my truck. So it's really nice because it saves a ton of money. I don't have to buy a Starlink and all that kind of stuff. So that's nice. And honestly, I've been pretty happy with the coverage of the AT&T Wi-Fi thing here. It's stood up pretty good. I know last year I had some troubles with it, but this year so far, it's been pretty solid everywhere I've been, and I've been in some real out-of-the-way places. So that makes me real happy about it. Plus, if I lose cell service, I can still use my phone in case of an emergency and stuff like that. And, of course, the radar. I have the radar on my phone. So driving back south towards the Indianapolis and then on to the Cincinnati area. Yeah. I should have gotten in that other lane. It's going a lot faster. Garbage.
Yeah, very strong winds associated with this.
I think the difference, mentally between today, how today went, and how the Iowa Minnesota went is I was fully expecting some severe nonsense going out there. This one I wasn't sold. I know Wisconsin had tornadoes, so some nice ones too, some nice looking ones. But really, why you turn your damn brights on, you bastard? Where's a banana when I need it? What the fuck are you doing, man? Your sparkly license plate. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I had confidence for something today. I didn't have high hopes, but I thought, there's a chance something could happen. It didn't, but that was okay for today because it wasn't what I thought was a slam dunk. I really thought Iowa, Minnesota was a slam dunk. I thought the warm sector was just going to go off and there's just going to be some nasty boys going across, the middle of Iowa. That didn't happen. Good for Iowa, 100%. I'm happy for them for that. But, that was a little harder to take. Plus, I didn't have the time frame I do with this. I don't work tomorrow. I'm chasing tomorrow. That one, I really, rolled the dice and had to drive all the way back from Minnesota to Ohio. Got home, threw on my work clip. It was basically the inverse of today. I got home, threw on some shorts, and I booked it out to go chase. I got home from chasing, threw on my clothes at 8 o'clock in the morning after driving all night, and went to work. So I think that's what made that a little bit tougher for me mentally compared to today. And for anybody that knows me, they know I'm a very open book when it comes to mental health and my struggles. And I do that because I don't care if it's one person hears me be open and honest, that might make them think it's okay to, and they go and talk to someone about something that they got going on, and it could possibly save them. So all my guys, when I was in the Navy, when I was running my shops, they all heard me be open about it, just trying to beat that stereotype of you have mental problems, you're weak, and all that kind of stuff. I think it's the strong people who go out and get the help that they need. And there's no one way to proper. There's a lot of wrong ways to help yourself mentally, but there's no one right way. Not one size fits all. So, if you're going through something, hey, go find someone you trust and be open to them, or go find a medical professional or whatnot. I'm serious. It's important. I'll always bang that drum, 100%. You'll never hear me not be open about mental health. Oh, I think we got some flashy boys up ahead. I definitely do want to get a better camera at some point. I love this GoPro, but I mean, I feel like I got to be right up on something to really get any definition with it, and I'd like to be a little bit farther away, and be able to get some good definition with it. So I'll definitely have to start looking for maybe some better options. You could have signaled back there, and I would have let you over, buddy, but you didn't. It's just roadworks. That's cool. Let's get out of the way of this individual. Boop. I like that noise. God, what the hell is that? I do appreciate everybody who's been on. Go away. Let's see. I'm back in Eastern. I mean, honestly, at least on the southern edge of this, I mean, I know there's some storms tracking along I-74. I'm pretty sure they're petering out too. But those could drape some boundaries south of them for tomorrow, which could really create an uptick. And with them not getting too crazy, they didn't work the hell out of the environment. So that's a plus side for the weather intensity aspect of things. So, yeah, I definitely have high hopes for tomorrow. I wish it was in a little bit better terrain. I know I've said that a few times tonight, but that's how I feel. But I think tomorrow's going to be a solid day. They did put a moderate up. I don't know if it's going to go high risk. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Ooh. You definitely still got the wind, and we're back up to 81 degrees. So I know it's cranking. They're saying, smells like manure. driving into the backside of some storms. Nothing majorly solid with it. No. I was told a minute ago. Okay. Let me poke that. Poke. It says poke. Work, you touch. There we go. It's a force update. I think we got dust coming across the road. It looks like a little bit. No. Bumpy, 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 bumpy. 80 mile per hour. Oh my goodness. Really? It's going to be around the I-70 corridor. Whoa. Winnemac. I think that's where Chase Briscoe's from, if I remember right. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely increasingly worried for tomorrow. I know I've heard a couple times tonight there's been some really strong wording coming out about it. I mean, there's already strong wording. I mean, heck, they put it moderate on tomorrow already, so talking with my buddy, I mean, I didn't, and I mean, this could just be my inexperience at models and forecasting, but I don't think a high is a definite when I said it. I think yesterday or this morning, a high risk. I definitely felt a moderate was going to happen. But I mean, I'm not closing the door on a high risk. That would be quite the, what you call it, quite the situation if it pans out. But 'tis May. 'Tis the season for this. For everybody's information, those signs I just passed say road noise. And No way. No way. That just blows my mind. Yeah, we got some really good wind here. I'm gonna get over and let this fine individual go. Pop the cruise controls. Okay. Now, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end the stream. So, thank you, everybody who came out and supported me by watching clouds in the skies. Some of them look pretty scary. Some of them look pretty interesting. And, I mean, there's some good lightning for sure, so that's always fun to get. But, yep, conditional threat didn't pan out. That's why it's conditional. I'm not 100% sure why, because I never really took the time to look at surface observations, which I really need to start doing more. But yeah, I don't think. Today, I think the enhanced risk across Wisconsin was perfect. I totally agree with that. They had some tornadoes. They had some really good storms up there. Illinois had some good storms across the slight risk. So, I think the SPC was proper on their on everything, in my opinion. Looking at it, so hopefully the folks in Michigan and northern Indiana and northern Ohio get through the night okay. I know we've got some big wind coming through some of those places. Always an embedded tornado threat, QLCS type, quick spin up dudes. With those type of bow echo type deals. So, hopefully everybody's safe up there and they stay weather aware. But we will be live tomorrow. I'm not 1,000,000% sure what time yet. I'll figure that out in the morning. I got to get a little bit better with the timing on starting the stream and stuff. Today I was a little late because I mixed up. I didn't know if I was going to be in Central Time or Eastern Time exactly when I was going to start the stream, so that kind of messed me up a little bit. So sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna get back at it tomorrow. See what we can get into, and if people need help, try to help those people out, and maybe finally see the Danger Doodle in live action. So I hope y'all have a good night. Stay safe. Stay weather aware, especially my friends and family and all that in Cincinnati, Illinois. Well, yeah. Central Illinois is going to be fine tomorrow. So, yeah, really just Cincinnati, Tennessee, all that kind of stuff. So, yep, y'all take care. Have a good night.